When we think of emptiness, our minds often jump to negative associations. We imagine it as a void, a lack of something, a space devoid of meaning, purpose, or direction. But what if we reframe emptiness as something entirely different? Instead of seeing it as a loss, imagine emptiness as the space where new possibilities can arise. It's much like the quiet before a great storm, an anticipatory stillness where transformation is not just possible, but inevitable. Consider this. When your mind is constantly filled with noise, thoughts about what happened yesterday, worries about tomorrow, or distractions in the present, there's little room left for anything new to enter. It's like a cup that's already full. Nothing more can be added unless it's emptied first. The same principle applies to our inner lives. Emptiness provides that necessary clearing, a mental and emotional reset where we make space for what's truly important. This isn't just about clearing out the mind temporarily. It's about cultivating an ongoing practice of creating space. The more we let go of what doesn't serve us, the old patterns, outdated beliefs, and unnecessary worries, the more we can embrace new opportunities, insights, and connections. In many ways, emptiness is the ultimate act of self-care. It's a way to detox the mind, allowing it to reset and realign with what truly matters. Take, for example, the process of decluttering a physical space. When you remove the unnecessary items that no longer serve a purpose, you're left with a clean, open environment that feels calm and inviting. The same thing happens internally when you embrace emptiness. By shedding the mental clutter, you make room for clarity, focus, and creativity. Suddenly, you're able to see new paths that were previously hidden by the noise of everyday life. This shift in perspective, from fearing emptiness to embracing it, can be transformative. Instead of viewing life as a constant series of challenges to overcome or tasks to complete, you begin to see it as a fluid process of growth and renewal. Emptiness becomes the fertile ground from which your future self can grow, a space where you can plant seeds of transformation. Moreover, this practice of embracing emptiness doesn't only benefit your mental and emotional well-being, it impacts every aspect of your life. Decisions become easier to make, relationships become more authentic, and your sense of purpose becomes clearer. By making space for what truly matters, you align yourself with a more meaningful and intentional way of living. The concept of emptiness has been explored for centuries across various spiritual and philosophical traditions. In many of these, emptiness is seen not as a negative state, but as a necessary part of understanding the true nature of reality and the self. These perspectives provide valuable insights into how we can approach emptiness as a tool for personal and spiritual growth. In Taoism, emptiness is viewed as the essence of all existence. According to the Tao Te Ching, a foundational text in Taoist philosophy, emptiness is the source from which all things arise. It is through emptiness that the Tao, or the Way, manifests. Taoists believe that by aligning with the natural flow of emptiness, one can live in harmony with the universe. In this sense, emptiness isn't a void, but a dynamic space where life's natural rhythms unfold. Taoism teaches that by embracing emptiness, we allow life to flow freely through us, without resistance or attachment. Buddhism offers another profound exploration of emptiness, particularly through the concept of shunyata. In Buddhist thought, emptiness refers to the idea that nothing possesses an inherent, independent existence. Everything is interconnected, constantly changing and dependent on other factors for its existence. This understanding of emptiness helps Buddhists detach from the illusions of permanence and self-importance. By recognizing the emptiness of all things, practitioners can free themselves from suffering, realizing that the attachments and desires we cling to are often the root of our pain. Emptiness, in Buddhism, is a pathway to enlightenment, offering a way to see beyond the superficial constructs of the ego. Western philosophy, while not as focused on emptiness, has also touched upon similar themes. Existentialist thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus explored the idea of the void as part of the human condition. For existentialists, life is inherently without meaning. There is no preordained purpose. However, this realization isn't meant to lead to despair. Instead, it grants us the freedom to create our own meaning. In this sense, the void or emptiness becomes a blank canvas upon which we can paint the story of our lives. It is through this emptiness that we find the ultimate freedom to define who we are and what we value. Across these traditions, whether spiritual or philosophical, the message is clear. Emptiness is not something to be feared. It's an essential part of the process of growth and self-discovery. Emptiness allows us to strip away the layers of illusion and distraction, giving us a clearer view of our true nature and the world around us. By embracing emptiness, we create the space necessary for transformation and deeper understanding. One of the greatest challenges we face in embracing emptiness is learning to let go of the mental constructs that shape our identity and perception of the world. These constructs, our beliefs, opinions, and self-narratives, give us a sense of security and stability. But they can also become cages, trapping us in a limited understanding of ourselves and the world. From an early age, we're conditioned to build these constructs. We develop ideas about who we are, what we're capable of, and how the world works. These ideas are influenced by our experiences, upbringing, culture, and society. While some of these constructs are helpful in guiding us through life, many of them are outdated or no longer serve our growth. They become mental baggage that weighs us down, preventing us from seeing new possibilities. Letting go of these constructs requires courage. It means questioning the beliefs we've held onto for so long and being willing to step into the unknown. This can be an uncomfortable process because the ego resists change. The ego thrives on certainty and control, and the idea of emptiness, of releasing these mental constructs, feels like a threat to its very existence. But the truth is, the more we cling to these constructs, the more we limit our potential for growth. By holding on to fixed ideas of who we are, we close ourselves off to the possibility of becoming something more. Emptiness, in this sense, is about unlearning. It's about stripping away the layers of conditioning that have accumulated over the years and rediscovering the core of who we truly are. This process of letting go doesn't mean abandoning all beliefs or values. Rather, it's about discerning which ones still serve you and which ones are holding you back. It's about creating space for new perspectives, new ways of thinking, and new possibilities to enter your life. When we release these constructs, we begin to experience a new kind of freedom, a freedom that comes from not being defined by rigid identities or limiting beliefs. This freedom allows us to live more authentically, to be more present in the moment, and to engage with life in a way that is open and expansive. In many ways, this is the essence of embracing emptiness. It's a practice of letting go, of making space, and of trusting that what emerges from that space will be more aligned with your true self. By exploring emptiness from these three perspectives, as a starting point for new possibilities through spiritual and philosophical lenses, and as a practice of letting go of mental constructs, we begin to understand that emptiness is not a void. It is a powerful space where growth, freedom, and transformation take place. Imagine a cluttered room filled with old furniture, boxes, and items that no longer serve a purpose. It's chaotic, and navigating through it is challenging. Now think about what happens when you begin to clear out that clutter. As you remove the old, unnecessary items, the space becomes open, airy, and filled with new potential. You can now arrange the room in a way that better suits your current needs, bringing in new pieces that align with who you are today. In the same way, when we clear out the mental clutter, we create space for new experiences, insights, and growth to enter our lives. Another powerful analogy is the blank canvas. An artist, when faced with a blank canvas, doesn't see it as empty. Instead, they see it as full of possibilities. It's not a void, but a space where creativity can flow freely. Similarly, when we embrace emptiness in our own minds, we create a space where new ideas and perspectives can take root. Just as the artist's brush transforms the canvas, our openness to emptiness allows us to transform our inner landscape. We can also look to nature for another powerful example, the fall of leaves in autumn. Trees let go of their leaves not because they are dying, but because they are preparing for renewal. By shedding the old, they create space for new growth in the spring. This natural cycle mirrors the process of emptiness in our own lives. By letting go of what no longer serves us, whether it's old beliefs, negative emotions, or outdated habits, we make space for new growth and transformation. Albert Einstein once famously said that his best ideas came to him during moments of relaxation, like walking or playing the violin. He wasn't actively seeking solutions, but his mind was in a state of openness, free from distractions. In these moments of mental emptiness, creativity and insight flowed effortlessly. This is a perfect example of how emptiness isn't about doing nothing. It's about creating the right conditions for new possibilities to emerge. Now let's take a moment to reflect on your own life. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by thoughts that seem to circle endlessly in your mind? Maybe you've been stuck in patterns of worry, replaying the same concerns over and over, without any real resolution. What would it feel like to simply let those thoughts go? Think about the mental and emotional clutter that might be weighing you down right now. Are there beliefs, expectations, or worries that no longer serve you? What are you holding on to that might be blocking new opportunities or fresh perspectives? I invite you to pause for just a moment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what could I release today to make space for something new? It could be something small, like a nagging worry or an old belief that no longer aligns with who you are. Or it could be something bigger, like the fear of stepping into the unknown. Whatever it is, recognize that by letting go, you're not losing anything. You're creating room for new possibilities. As you go through this process, notice how it feels to release even a small part of that mental clutter. Does it bring a sense of relief? A lighter feeling in your mind and body? These moments of letting go are the first steps toward embracing emptiness and allowing transformation to begin. Embracing emptiness is not just a mental concept. It's a practice that you can incorporate into your daily life. To help you experience this transformative power, here are a few practical steps that you can start applying right now. 1. Practice release meditation. One of the most effective ways to create mental space is through meditation. But not just any meditation. What we're talking about here is release meditation. In this practice, you sit quietly, focus on your breath, and visualize your thoughts as if they were clouds passing through the sky. As each thought arises, instead of holding on to it, simply observe it, acknowledge it, and let it go. Imagine these thoughts leaving your mind, as though they were drifting away in the wind. This act of consciously releasing your thoughts helps clear mental space, allowing you to enter a state of emptiness where peace and clarity can naturally arise. 2. Journaling for mental clarity. Writing down your thoughts can be incredibly powerful for clearing mental clutter. Try setting aside a few minutes each day to journal about whatever is on your mind, whether it's worries, ideas, or emotions. The key here is not to censor yourself. Let the words flow freely onto the page. As you write, you'll often find that the very act of externalizing your thoughts brings clarity and relief. It's as though the thoughts that were previously swirling in your mind have now been given a place to rest. This clears up mental space for new insights and creative ideas to emerge. 3. Mindful decluttering. In the same way that we clear our minds, we can also clear our physical spaces. Physical clutter often reflects mental clutter, and by organizing your surroundings, you create a more peaceful environment that supports mental clarity. Start by choosing one area in your home, perhaps a desk, a closet, or even a drawer, and focus on decluttering it. As you clear out the unnecessary items, notice how this physical act also helps bring a sense of calm and openness to your mind. This practice of mindful decluttering is not just about tidying up. It's about creating a space that reflects the mental emptiness and openness you're cultivating. 4. Embrace silence. In our fast-paced, noisy world, silence can be a rare gift. But within silence lies the power of emptiness. Make time each day to sit in silence, even if it's just for a few minutes. Turn off all distractions, no phone, no music, no talking, and simply be with yourself. In this quiet space, notice what arises. You might find that in the absence of external noise, your mind begins to quiet as well, allowing you to connect more deeply with your inner self. This practice of sitting in silence, even briefly, can have a profound effect on your ability to embrace emptiness in your everyday life. As we've explored today, emptiness is not something to fear. It's a powerful space of transformation. By embracing emptiness, we allow ourselves to break free from the mental clutter that often weighs us down. In doing so, we make room for peace, clarity, and new possibilities to enter our lives. This journey of embracing emptiness is not about escaping the world or retreating from life's challenges. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about creating the inner space needed to face life with a clear mind and an open heart. When we let go of the noise, the worries, and the unnecessary attachments, we reconnect with our true essence, the part of us that is grounded, calm, and aligned with the natural flow of life. Think of emptiness as the starting point for something greater. It's the space where transformation happens, where new ideas, new perspectives, and new opportunities can take root and grow. When we cultivate emptiness, we tap into a deeper source of wisdom and creativity, one that isn't hindered by the distractions and limitations of everyday life. As you move forward, remember that embracing emptiness is a practice, one that takes time, patience, and commitment. But the rewards are profound. You'll find that by letting go of what no longer serves you, you gain something far more valuable: a deeper connection to yourself, to the present moment, and to the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. So, take this journey one step at a time. Allow yourself to experience emptiness not as a void, but as a transformative presence. In doing so, you'll discover that the more you let go, the more space you create for the new, the meaningful, and the truly fulfilling to flourish in your life. If this message resonated with you today, I encourage you to take the next step in your journey. Embracing the practice of emptiness can open doors to transformation that you may not have imagined before. It's a powerful process of letting go and allowing space for new opportunities, insights, and personal growth to emerge. If you found this video helpful, take a moment to give it a thumbs up and don't hesitate to share it with someone in your life who might benefit from this message. We'd also love to hear your reflections. What are you ready to release from your life? What steps are you taking to create more space for clarity and peace? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else on their journey toward personal transformation. And if this video resonated with you, make sure to subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you'll stay connected with us and receive more content focused on growth, mindfulness, and living with intention. We regularly post videos that dive deeper into themes like self-discovery, inner peace, and practical tools for navigating life's challenges. Before you go, don't forget to check out the other videos on your screen right now. These are handpicked to help you dive even deeper into this journey of transformation. Each one is packed with insights, practices, and powerful messages that can further guide and support you on your path. Thank you for joining me today. I'm truly grateful to have shared this space with you. Until next time, take care, embrace the emptiness, and allow the fullness of life to unfold.